and I'm gonna rat you out. From day one, since I've been getting sick, so here recently, I've been throwing up. I don't care. I've been throwing up like nightly. So my morning sickness is not in the morning, it's at night. He will make fun of me. Like, he'll come to my door, because I keep the door shut, because I told you, he got a light stomach, and he'll be like, and like, he'll try to mimic me. Like, who does that to a pregnant woman? More of you than me.
They do. Hey, welcome to YouTube. How are you doing? This is...
Babe, don't you run off this road trying to look at yourself.
You're always trying to control everything.
Boy, goodbye.
God, take the wheel.
Babe! We are pregnant! So, I posted a video a long time ago about us getting pregnant before, and who was that? Rev it up. My husband is faster than you. Go ahead and tell them about your channel real quick. Just introduce them to what you're doing.
Okay, so my wife wanted me to tell you guys about my channel. So if you guys into car things, you know, if you guys like Camaros, if you guys want your car reviewed, if you got something exotic, non-exotic, American or whatever, you know, I do car reviews. I showcase my build or whatever on a channel named Team 4 Seconds. I started a business now based off of that due to the popularity of my car.
We got pregnant unexpectedly, had a miscarriage. It was horrible. And so since then, have we been trying? Kind of, on and off, yeah. But not persistently, because I just got to the point where I was exhausted, and I'm like, Lord, you know, I am just praying and believing this is something I really want. And although I don't know if I can say the same for my husband, I feel like he's a little bit scared, which is normal. But I know he wants some juniors. He ain't fooling nobody. Hey, I don't care what he tell y'all.
I just preached the word to her. You know, that 2 Corinthians, you know, she better walk by faith and not by sight. But, you know, some people, you know, pick and choose the word when they need to.
I know you lying. I know you lying. God has allowed us to get pregnant again, and to become glory. Oh! How would you say you feel about this round? Like, I'm excited, but I am nervous.
It haven't hit me yet, so I gotta wait till it's later down the road. 2nd, 3rd trimester, and that's when it probably all sink in. As of now,
wait till later semester. So what my husband doesn't realize, because of course he's not keeping up with it, we are in our 2nd trimester. So we're at the very beginning.
Thank you.
Of our 2nd trimester.
What? How many days? Day one. This is day one.
Not. We're in
curls though. No, day one. We're in day one.
Week 14. We're in week 14, like midweek of 14.
Okay.
So we just started the 2nd trimester. Most of our family outside of our parents don't know. We found out when I was 5 weeks, and so we.
And I asked her, you know what? To be honest, this is how ironic it is, because you know what? She'll tell you, like, I'm the type to be like, okay, is you pregnant? Is you not pregnant? You know, make sure you take a test or whatever. I one given moment, I was just like, you know what? She didn't have any symptoms or nothing. I was just like, you know what? Why don't you take a pregnancy test?
He did, and I was shocked because Anthony is the type of guy where he don't really get excited about a lot. Honestly, one of the main things he gets excited about is anything car related. I'm telling y'all, that is his hobby. That's why I'm serious about y'all checking out his channel. No, sorry. Part of my symptoms is excessive saliva. It's a real thing if you Google it. But yeah, so when I told him, he told me to take it. I'm like, what? My husband wants me to take it? Okay, well then I'll take it. I did. I came into the living room. I was like, hey, yo, babe. Hey, yo, babe, babe, babe.
Babe, babe, babe.
Hey. But I was like, hey, babe, we're pregnant. Let me tell y'all what he did. No, you're not. I was like, you just told me to take a test, and I'm telling you that we're pregnant. Let me see.
Hey, but look though, fellas, y'all know. Like y'all ladies be out here getting these old cheap dollar store, Dollar Tree pregnancy test. Me, I'm like, nah, you know, those is 50-50. I'm not buying that at all. Like, let's go to Target or let's go to any store and get those clear blues.
We are actually headed to our second ultrasound tomorrow. And I am just praying and, you know, continuing to hope for the best. I told him long before this that, you know, I just want to be a good example if God does allow us to be parents, and what that looks like, what an example is, at least in our perspective as Christians. More than just, as my mother would say, being a jelly backbone Christian, calling yourself a Christian, but you're not really doing anything about it. So for us, it's not only attending services, well now virtual services, but giving our tithes and offering, reading the word daily, or spending some type of time with God daily. I mean, 24 hours in a day. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to get 15 minutes. But I ain't gonna preach right now. So what I will say is, for me in my pregnancy, not only did I pray excessively and worship excessively than I did before, I would anoint my stomach prior to me knowing. Even after I found out, I continued to anoint my stomach at night and pray over it. Here's the messed up part, y'all. I be trying to anoint my body and my husband, right? You would think, oh, what a godly woman. Yes, Proverbs woman. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I think it's Proverbs 31. This one, late at night, he sleep. I put some anointment on him, and he like, oh, what is it?
Nah, look.
What is it? You got the ball on
Nah.
I'm trying to pray over you and anoint you.
Fellas and ladies, this is what she be doing. When I be asleep, she wait till I'm in REM sleep, and then all of a sudden she want to come with the vegetable oil on her fingers and want to be like, Simba. Like, what the hell is you doing?
COVID. So of course I'm definitely not trying to get that. I have discussed with my doctor, well, not really my doctor, but my assigned nurse that I saw last time, and I've spoken to some other doctors, some nurses whom I work with, and a lot of them are saying the same thing. It's not enough research right now to say that it's actually safe to take the COVID vaccine without any side effects. However, there was a recent article that was published in the Detroit newspaper that stated otherwise and saying that it was safe. So I don't know what to believe. I feel like I'm gonna just stay prayed up and not take it, because one doctor, not my doctor, but one doctor / co-worker had mentioned that when you take it, the baby is born with antibodies, and he was just like, that could be a good thing, but it also could be a bad thing. Like, who wants their kid born with antibodies? If you are saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost and love Jesus and know that he's the one and only living God, keep us in prayer. If you're not a believer, don't pray.
Still keep us in prayer.
No, because I don't know who you're praying to. But support the channel. What did you just say, babe? What did you just say? What was that? As soon as I go into labor, you doing what? You're buying what? As soon as you go into labor, you're buying what? Ooh, you look tired. You guys, we just came out of our second OBGYN appointment. I thought I was going to have an ultrasound. They said no, so they scheduled it for next week. So everything is looking good, but I need to watch the type of food that I'm digesting, because apparently you can start to have certain problems that you didn't normally have, such as like diabetes. I was not a diabetic before, and in the name of Jesus, I'm not going to be a diabetic afterwards. But they're talking about my blood sugar level, and there's certain things that they want me to take and start doing, and I'm just like, some more stuff added onto my list. But we got a phenomenal doctor. He's awesome. Shout out to Dr. Pyatt. Yeah. We are inside right now. What is this, Cobo Hall? No, next to Cobo Hall. And they just have us coming around and, yeah, to get the shot.
Yeah, but they got it cold in here, too.
Yeah, it's freezing in here. So, babe, how was it getting your first shot?
I'm just going crazy, like, you know, it's just something that they put in.
Would
there.
you stop it? Oh my gosh. Seriously though. So I see a nurse over there, and the nurse over there, and there was a couple other nurses walking around. So like, he came up to the car and he took your information.
Yeah, he came to the car, fill out the little, you know, doctor forms and all that stuff. Lifted my arm up, and I'm getting the first dose. So
first dose. So you got your first dose.
Yeah, and I mean, it didn't hurt for somebody that don't like needles. I mean, it was like very small, like a baby bee sting. So
okay. All right, guys, so it's the day before my birthday, and my lovely husband right here is taking me out for breakfast. I didn't want anything extra fancy, so we're just, you know, headed to a local restaurant and whatnot. But as you probably already know thus far, we are pregnant, and just because of certain complications, unforeseen things, God is still good. He's you know, delivering us through this step by step. But we have decided for me to not even like look for work or continue working. We had discussed this earlier in the year. Some things happened, and so it honestly all worked out, you know?
yeah.
Favor, that favor. So
Less than highly favored.
So I am acting as a housewife. I never thought I would say that out loud. Made jokes about it, but I am acting as a housewife right now. Babe, how you feel about that? Everything's on you.
Well, based on the first miscarriage, you know, I figured it's best to play it safe this time around. So I mean, don't want to deal with that stress. I mean, she just started a new job. I mean, fresh. It was her, and believe it or not, it was her dream job too.
I know. Crazy.
I mean, so she got everything she wanted, but I mean, it just was too stressful at the time dealing with the baby, and she had morning sickness, afternoon sickness, it felt like. And
it was crazy.
And then we had doctor appointments too. So
yeah, in a different city. Yeah. And guys, let me tell y'all this. My morning sickness was so severe, and it's gotten better, thank God. But I have lost almost 30 pounds. It's been really supportive and helpful and loving, and so I am just thanking God.
Thank you.
My trailer wasn't at it, I'd raise you.
Wow, man! Like,
attention everywhere we go. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. But that's for another channel. Like, if you're interested in my car and all that, y'all can go to my other channel, Team 4 Seconds, and check out my merch too, team4seconds.com.
We're having a boy.
Yeah.
He's so excited. He actually named our baby. So his first name is Asher.
Yeah.
I like it. So, all right, y'all stay tuned, okay?